Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to a new Ninjago Season 12 discussion video here on the channel. In today's video we're talking about a brand new polybag that I guess was revealed a few days ago at the time of recording this, so apologies for the late kind of tackle on this. Real life stuff sucks and I'm currently in some sort of mental disarray, but no matter, we have new Ninjago polybags to talk about, especially this one right here, Merchant Avatar J. Now this has been officially revealed from what I can tell, so I think I'm fine to show it in the video. If not, rest in peace. But here we actually have the polybag itself, and a lot of people have been using this polybag to, I guess, suggest that LEGO is lazy, at least in some capacity. Now, don't get me wrong, polybags have never been the actual, I guess, best source of Ninjago content. I myself don't really purchase too many polybags. I have purchased some polybags in the past, specifically to grab certain figures that I didn't want to go ahead and buy off of Bricklink or get in a larger set. You know, it's just a nice kind of small way to actually get a figure, and I would say that this polybag would, I guess, classify itself into one of those categories if it weren't for the fact that this actual J figure in this set is simply the legacy version of J with a different hat and a mask, which, yeah, nothing here is new for the figure, which is kind of disappointing. If it was the actual version of J that we would get from the sets, or heck, even if it was the actual Avatar version itself, I'd definitely go ahead and say that this is worth the, I guess, presumably $5 price point, which is usually what these polybags go for. But this one doesn't really have anything special in it, for the figure at least, which is kind of disappointing. And a lot of people are suggesting that LEGO is being lazy with this polybag because they're only including the legacy version of J from 2 waves ago, and you know, it's kind of a bad look. But remember, polybags have never been, as I said earlier, the best way to get stuff for Ninjago. It's really only if you want extra stuff, and this polybag does have something that's worth it though. That new game controller piece is highly present in this polybag. I can see it right up front there. It's perfect. So if you want to go ahead and grab that game controller piece for a cheap price, this is probably your best bet to do that. Otherwise, everything else, I agree, the polybag itself looks pretty terrible. I mean, I don't really consider it to be too great of a polybag. I myself will not be grabbing it, but you know, I guess it's useful for that one specific aspect, but the figure itself is kind of disappointing. If the figure was actually, I guess, the new version of J from Season 12, the actual teched out VR headset version of J, then I would definitely be grabbing this, and I would say this is a great value here, a great deal all in all. But as it stands, it's really not. The polybag itself looks kind of underwhelming, and I myself will not be grabbing it. But let me know down below in the comments what you think about this. What do you think about this polybag, and do you feel like this is a lazy type of move on LEGO's part? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I look forward to reading what you guys come up with. With all that being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including the Marvelous Jan. Thank you so much for pledging to the $10 tier. As such, you will receive a spoken shout out and a written shout out at the end of every video, plus additional early access content on the Patreon page from time to time. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.